It is difficult for athletes to remain loyal to one team, especially when better offers come their way. However, some of them focus more on establishing a legacy instead of the money. Let's take a look at some NBA players who stayed with one team. Let's start with a legendary franchise that has the most championship wins. The Boston Celtics holds the record for winning 18 NBA championships. This feat wouldn't be possible if they never drafted Larry Bird. Larry Legend was picked 6th in the 1978 draft, but first played in the league for the 1979-1980 season. The Celtics won 3 NBA championships during his tenure, and for 3 straight years, the All-Star forward was the league's MVP. Bird played only for Boston for 13 seasons. From one franchise player to another, before the Jordan era, there was Dr. J, Larry Legend, and the franchise player of the Showtime Lakers, Earvin "Magic" Johnson. Magic was the first draft pick of the 1979 NBA draft. He was also the first rookie to receive the Finals MVP award in the 1979 season. The legendary point guard won 5 NBA championships for the Los Angeles Lakers. His playing career was sadly cut short when he contracted HIV in 1991. Even though his playing career ended abruptly, he is still involved with the league behind the scenes. There are only a few teams that stood out during the 80s Celtics-Lakers rivalry. One team that managed to leave their mark was the Detroit Pistons. The captain of the Bad Boy Pistons, Isiah Thomas, wanted to play for his hometown Chicago, but was selected 2nd by Detroit in the 1981 NBA draft. Zeke is considered as one of the best point guards of his era, since his team won back-to-back championships in 1989 and 1990. Isiah stayed with the team until an injury forced him to retire in 1994. In 1984, the NBA held a legendary draft that brought in players who would shape the identity of multiple teams. No one expected that Utah's 16th pick would be an integral part of their team. The mailman wouldn't be as successful without John Stockton. The NBA's all-time assist leader is currently a divisive figure to the fans, but his accomplishments are undeniable. Stockton's Jazz made the finals twice, but lost to a dominant 90s Chicago Bulls. The point guard was inducted to the Hall of Fame and stayed with his team for almost 20 years. Speaking of picks that changed a franchise, the first pick of the 1997 NBA draft was Tim Duncan. The San Antonio Spurs paired him with NBA Hall of Famer David Robinson, which made them one of the most feared teams in the West. Duncan won 5 NBA championships with the Spurs. He did consider moving to another team, but the power forward/center stayed with San Antonio until his retirement in 2016. Another power forward who stayed with only one team was drafted a year after. The German star player of the Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, was originally picked 9th by the Milwaukee Bucks. He was traded to Dallas during the 1998 draft. The power forward won an NBA championship for his team in 2011 against the Miami Heat. Nowitzki played for the Mavericks for 21 years. It is tragic that the last person in this list passed away in 2020 due to an accident. The Los Angeles Lakers brought in a number of franchise players who won them championships. One such legendary player is the late great Kobe Bryant. Originally drafted 13th in the 1996 NBA draft by the Charlotte Hornets, the Lakers GM at the time, Jerry West, made sure to trade for the high school standout. Kobe won 5 NBA championships and played for his team until 2016.